Hey y'all, it's Eli. I've had a ton of requests for this little recipe. This is the easiest thing ever. It's really cheap and it doesn't take long to make at all. It's pork tenderloin in the air fryer. So I've got a pork tenderloin. I've had it sitting out for about 30 minutes. This one is 1.4 pounds. It costs $5.23. I've already got the air fryer preheated. I still need to prep this tenderloin. Alright, air fryer is preheated to 400. Tenderloin is at room temperature. This is one that's already been rubbed with peppercorn. So the first thing you're going to do is just dry it off. So if you see any silver skin on it, which is this stuff right here, you cannot eat that. So you have to cut it off because it's going to shrivel up and make our pork tenderloin look funny. So just get your knife up under it. Some of it's just fat, but the stuff that's real shiny is silver skin. You got to get rid of that. Alright, so it looks like I got it all. I'm going to wash my hands. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on either side. Use one of your hands to rub this in, not the other one. You don't want cross-contamination. So it's real simple what we're putting on here. I'm not going to put any salt right now. I am going to put garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. Now pat that all, push it into the meat. So the last thing we're putting on our pork tenderloin is a little bit of light brown sugar. There's about 2 tablespoons. We're just going to sprinkle it on either side, push it in. This is going to help us get a really nice crust on our tenderloin. I always push my tenderloin or whatever cut of meat I'm working with around on the cutting board just to make sure I've got all the seasonings up. So our air fryer is already preheated to 400. I've got a 1.4 pound roast. I'm just going to lay it in there. We're going to go for 20 minutes and then we're going to check it. You have to be to at least 145 degrees for pork. It can get up to 160, 165 and be okay. Alrighty y'all, our pork tenderloin is done. I was able to get it up to 160 degrees, which is right where I like it. We had to go 25 minutes to get there. But this looks awesome. It's got a good crust on it. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes before I cut into it just to let all the juices soak back in. Y'all, our pork tenderloin is finished. I've got it sliced up. It is beautiful. It smells great. It's got a crust on it, and it's so moist. Look at that. it just melts in your mouth. It's so tender, it just falls apart. That was the cheapest, fastest, easiest meal ever. You can serve this with some mixed vegetables, with some mashed potatoes, with some corn, anything like that. And you'll have a meal together in no time with your family. It took me 25 minutes at 400 degrees. I got it up to 160 degrees, which is about where I like it. There was a long time standing thing from way back when, from like the 40s, 50s, 60s, that you had to cook pork to 165 degrees for it to be safe to eat. That's not true anymore. It's got to be 145 degrees. Whatever foodborne illness that was has been eradicated, so it's safe to eat at 145. It might look a little bit pink. Pork is really hard to get to a color where it's not pink. So if y'all have never made a pork tenderloin before, give it a shot. They've got them really cheap at all the grocery stores. I get mine at Aldi. They're always cheap there. Let me know if you try this recipe. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, it's Eli. Whether you're here for my hair, my accent, or my cooking, please make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Cooking for Everybody. Now everybody get cooking.